Here we go. Hi there. This is Martin, Calming Anxiety, our weekly newsletter, live read. A little bit late today, misplaced food order. And now I'm going to have to cope with feeling a little bit overnourished, as we say. And I've got a cough. That'll be fun. But it's live and it's the weekend. Apologies for none last week. I was travelling to pick up a bicycle in the camper van with my dog Bess, and on the way home came down with a bit of a bug. quite a bug indeed. So there you go. Again, my apologies. It always happens, but I want to keep doing these absolutely live. There's nothing to hide, just to share the newsletter with everyone, what's going on in the world of calming anxiety, really. And I hope you're all happy and positive. Again, if you're new, because we did just increase in subscribers here on YouTube, do hit those notifications. There is a new show every day. There's a back catalogue, certainly on the podcast, of over 1,500 shows, and very quickly approaching about 1,000 here on YouTube. If there's an affirmation you would like, then leave it in the comments section, and don't forget, please give this a thumbs up. So this week, the title of the newsletter was Chasing Sunbeams. It was apt. I don't hide that I have highs and lows. I think we all do. Those who subscribe to this type of show, you're going to have your own eclectic personality traits. I don't suffer. I cope with my attention deficit problems. I don't like to label me. Maybe I'm just bone idle and lazy. Hang on, I'm just going to move the microphone down. There we go. But I suppose classically I have some form of attention deficit. And some weeks I might not get anything done. I come into the studio to record the podcast and spend 5 hours just staring at the screen. But that wasn't the case over the last week. One moment. Little cough again. The past week I've been on fire. 50 shows recorded. I wake up, come into the studio, which is at home, obviously. It's so easy. The commute's a nightmare, passing the cat and the dog. And I felt really creative. However, I balance that and check that I know I will, crash. Here we go again. This is going to be a joy to edit for the podcast later. So I know I'm not going to be as productive maybe next week or the week after. So this newsletter, Chasing Sunbeams, embracing joy and weathering the inevitable dip, because it will happen. Hey, Calming Anxiety fam, this week we're diving into a topic close to all our hearts. Those glamorous bursts of positivity that light up our lives. You know the feeling. You've aced that presentation. You've conquered a fear, or simply had a day filled with laughter and sunshine. We want to bottle those moments, right? But there's the thing. Life, by its very nature, has seasons. Just as sunshine gives way to rain, those emotional highs eventually settle. So the question becomes, how can we truly savour the good times while staying grounded in the reality that they might not last forever? Here are 3 tips to help you chase sunbeams without getting caught in the downpour. I like this. Tip number 1. Savour the sensory details. When you're feeling on top of the world, take a moment to freeze frame the experience with your senses. Is it the warmth of the sun on your skin as you achieve a personal goal? The smell of freshly brewed coffee or hot chocolate during a heart-to-heart with a friend? The sound of triumphant laughter after overcoming a challenge? By anchoring yourself in the sensory details, you create a richer memory that you can revisit even when the high fades. Think of it like building a mental sunshine bank, a collection of vivid experiences that you can withdraw from during tougher times. Tip number 2. Express gratitude and maybe share the joy. Gratitude isn't just a fluffy feeling. It's a powerful tool for boosting emotional well-being. When you're feeling the rush of positivity, take a moment to acknowledge it and express gratitude. This could be a simple mental thank you or a more elaborate journaling exercise. Sharing your joy can also amplify it. Did that promotion come with a raise? Celebrate with a loved one. Did you finally master that yoga pose? For me, probably not. Share your accomplishment with your online community. Remember, comparison is the thief of joy, so choose to share with those who will celebrate authentically. And I think that's a lesson for everything. Finding the right people, the right network to uplift you. Tip number 3. Manage expectations. The anticipation game. Remember that feeling of excitement leading up to a vacation. Sometimes the anticipation itself can be just as thrilling as the actual trip. But here's the catch. If we expect every day to be a vacation, we're setting ourselves up for disappointment. The key is to manage your expectations. Enjoy the highs for what they are. Fleeting moments of sunshine. This doesn't mean you can't strive for happiness, but it does mean understanding that life has its ebbs and flows. And, bonus tip, I love writing that word, when the highs fade, be kind to yourself. Let's be honest, sometimes the sunshine gives way to stormy weather. When the inevitable dip comes, remember to be kind to yourself. Don't compare your current state to the previous high. Practice self-compassion and remind yourself. I completely lost track of where I was reading. Practice self-compassion and remind yourself that even temporary setbacks are a normal part of life. Remember, Calming Anxiety, the podcast family, we're here for each other every step of the way. So chase those sunbeams, savour the good times, and know that even when the clouds roll in, you've got the tools to navigate the storm. So, even when the clouds roll in, like yesterday where I live, it was glorious, it was sunshine, everyone got their washing done, there was sound of lawnmowers, everyone just scuttled out after 6 months of constant rain. My word, it's been rainy. Today, there's been moments of sunshine. I'm looking out now, and it's grey, but there's light where the sun's setting. The sun's shining through somewhere. But I think when you learn to appreciate clouds, the infinite complexity, beauty, the volumetric translucence, Well, I just love clouds, all right? A bit of a nerd. So enjoy those moments. And that's this week's newsletter. Next week on the show, the plans are to record more of the Sherlock Holmes books for books at bedtime. Something to listen to just drift off to sleep if you like the backing music and the sound of my voice. So those will be coming out, and the plans now are to release 2 books a month. If there is a book that is out of copyright that you would like Calming Anxiety to do, leave it as a comment below or email me calminganxiety@martinhewlett.co.uk. Other than that, I just hope you all have a lovely week. You take care of yourselves, practice your mindfulness daily, and just be kind to who you are. I will endeavour to be more professional week after week. Maybe I'll do transitions on the screen. But the show's not about that. This isn't about being some YouTube star. This is about sharing my experience, my understanding and knowledge of mental health, breakdowns, personality disorders, how, as a paramedic, I helped coach so many people with panic attacks over a career of over 20 years. How, through mindfulness and daily meditation, I claimed back control over my personality disorders. And that's why I share them, so that you can live your best life. So, bye. Take care. Have a lovely week. And just be a beacon of hope, of happiness. Smile. Smile in the mirror. And to everything else, in word, thought, and deed, be kind.